It's in the game.
It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are moments away from what should be an excellent matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are...
for you. You know, I gotta set up my shit too, but it's only back though. Damn, Flea. Let's get it.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and off we go from Seattle. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
What? Who's the team?
My front board. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You ain't going nowhere. Shoot!
Throwing on second and 8. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. 19 yards there on the catch and run. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 38. A first carry now from Marshawn Lynch. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Second and 5 now. Wilson. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Screen 80.
We ain't giving up nothing. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, it's Carson. Room here to run. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 28 yards. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Cousins gives way to Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Lets it fly into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So he got 3 at 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now,
pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the set. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Anthony Barr picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
6-0 our score after one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape. And he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. As Seattle jogs back on the field here, you can't help but think with their season that the old cliche, the game of inches, comes into play for the 2019 Seahawks, because Week 17, that game against the 49ers, Jacob Hollister tackled inches from the goal line, maybe a half a yard. That really changed everything, didn't it? Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you. Dan
Bailey now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. This one into the hands of Metcalf. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle on a gain of 18. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. This guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
On third down, Wilson. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he's going to... inside the 30. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Now Wilson on first down. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
To try again after the sack. Wilson, he's going to fire one deep left sideline. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his fourth carry of the game, and collectively has a total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. Starting the third quarter with Cook. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Throwing, Cousins. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Madison running on first down. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Another carry now for Madison. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Give credit to K.J. Wright. He was disrupting defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. This will be, 38 yards out. And Bailey missed it. No good. Wide to the right. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson, after the play fake to Carson, steps away to his left. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Come on,
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
First down, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Vikings on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. They'll throw again. Cousins. That's caught by Treadwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Alert three.
Draw play, Madison. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there. Back to the ground, this time Cook. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure what this is about.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Wilson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Check, block 54, block 54. I don't think you got it, son.
Following the interception, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Cousins now. It's complete to Diggs. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 48 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Dancing to his left. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing here, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. 3rd and goal for Cousins.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
6-3, 218, chop.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Escapes the sack. Oh, no, he lost the football. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
After the interception, here's Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
Throwing now is Wilson. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row and now a pickup of 8. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Seattle, so long, everybody.